Hi guys, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Rhino Rack Vortex Aero bars on our 2018 Buick Encore. So these bars are going to measure 49 inches in length, which is going to leave you a lot of room for all those accessories. We do carry a bunch of T-Track accessories on etrailer.com, so go over there and check it out. You can grab kayak carriers, you can put a cargo basket up there, you can throw all your bikes up there. Literally endless amounts of possibilities for this roof rack system, so go on etrailer.com and check them out. So these are going to have a better aerodynamic shape to them compared to your square and round bars. You're going to have a lot of wind noise going down the road. With this style aero bar from Rhino Rack, it's going to cut down on that vehicle noise that you get whenever you're going at high speeds down the highway. So we are going to be able to put any T-Track accessory along with your clamp-on accessories, and what those do is it basically wraps around the whole bar to fasten whatever you may be putting on there. But in regards to the T-Track accessory, what you want to do is you can take this cap off, and then you're going to be able to pull this out and slide in your accessories. You will have to trim this up a little bit just so you can get the T-Track in there and keep all that water out as well. So that is something you can do there. Another thing you can purchase here at etrailer.com is going to be these end caps. You can grab locking cores for them. This one does lock, but you can get a keyed lock to give you a little bit more added protection. So these are going to be aluminum with a black powder coated finish to resist against rust and corrosion. If you do want to just grab the silver version of these roof bars, it does match this car a little bit better than the black bars. So if that's something you want to do, you can just go on etrailer.com and purchase that style as well. So the Rhino Rack SRB foot pack for these rails is going to think of your car when you're installing them. So you will have protection for your rails just so there's no scratches or abrasions. You can take this off just by lifting this up, twisting it counterclockwise, and then that's going to loosen it up, and you're not going to have any marks, so no one's going to know that you had any rails on there prior. So as far as how much height did I add to my vehicle, on the Encore, from the top of our existing bars, we are adding about 3.5 inches to the top of our new bars. And in regards to how much space we have in between our roof and the bottom of our bars, it's going to come down to about 3 inches from the roof to the very bottom of our bars. We don't have a sunroof on this car in particular, but even if we did, I don't think we'll have any issues there. So one thing I would add to this system would be the Pioneer SX rack that goes on top of these existing bars. It would be a really cool accessory because you can strap that to these bars, and it does have its own T-Tracks on top of this Pioneer rack. It is very, very cool, and you can, on top of that, put plenty of different attachments on that as well. It is going to be 60 inches long by 49 inches wide, so it's going to fit pretty well. So now that I've gone over some of those features with you guys, let's just go ahead and get them installed. So I already went ahead and assembled this side of our foot pack for our rails. So we're going to head and do the other side. You're going to get a key with your kit to take off these caps. Once you have that done, we're going to put this on, and what you got to do is you push this down, and then there are two little pieces in there underneath this bumper. And by pushing up on that, it's going to allow it to slide into this track. So once you have all that done, make sure this is facing out. And she should just slide right in. Then we can put our cap back on and lock it into place. So I do have our front bars already installed, and as you can see, we don't have a whole lot of bar length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to max out our width and go all the way to the front and all the way to the back. Now that we have all this assembled, we can go ahead and set her down into place. Once we get her to the right spot, what we're going to want to do is make sure that this gap on each side is even, and then we can go ahead and tighten them down. So to tighten these down, what we got to do is lift this up like so, and we can start twisting that, which is going to bring in this bar and clamp down on your rails. once we get it nice and tight, we can go ahead and put this back down. And we will be able to lock these on the top of our Encore to just give you a little bit more peace of mind, just making sure that these bars won't go anywhere. So one thing I did notice is we don't really have this front bar too far forward because of our factory rails here. So if you're gonna have a rooftop cargo basket on top of this, it might overhang a little bit, which you will have a little bit of contact with your antenna. But what we found is that you can actually just twist this off and remove it. It will affect your radio quality a little bit, but it's better than damaging this antenna. And that just about does it for a look at the Rhino Rack Roof Rack system on our 2018 Buick Encore.